Hey, what's up, guys? This is your girl Tracy with Treseysworld, World, and y'all know what today is. It is Sistas. It is a Sistas day, and y'all listen, Sistas was interesting tonight. I'm gonna tell y'all all about it. We're gonna go through a quick recap, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. All right. All right, y'all. So we start off with Preston and Danny. You know Danny was not going to say yes to that engagement. Preston got down on the knee and she was like, no, you can't give me another woman's ring. He's like, it's not another woman's ring. Try it on. It's your size. We could be the same size. But she was like, no, she wasn't doing it. And so the one thing that gets me about Preston is he keeps saying stuff like, well, you want me to go marry her? You want me to go marry Mindy? Boy, bye. So Danny does admit that she loves him. He's like, do you love me? Eventually she says, yeah, I love you. I was like, okay, we getting somewhere now. We got a little bit of a confession of love. So that's a good thing. She goes in the bathroom. She calls Sabrina. She tells Sabrina, you know, he proposed, but I'm not ready. And Sabrina's like, I understand that. Meanwhile, Sabrina's with Calvin. They doing that conversation thing again. You okay? It will be okay. Yeah, it'll be okay. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm positive it'll be okay. No worries. You're gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be great. You're not gonna go to jail. And she's like, I'm the sole caretaker for my mother, and who's gonna take care of her if I go to jail? He's like, don't worry about it. You're not gonna go to jail. So they have that conversation. Whatever. We move on to Andy and Gary. So Andy's on the phone with Robin because he calls. He wants the number to Loan Shark. She's talking to him. She thanks him for helping out her friend Sabrina. And then she asks for another favor to help out Maurice. And he's like, are you sure about all these people that you be asking me to help out? Plus, I don't have another $1 million to help you and your criminal friends. He didn't say that, but that's what he was thinking. That's what I had, interpreted. That's my translation. But no, he was like, listen, call me in the morning. The best I can do is try to get you in to talk to him. And she's like, cool. All right, so then Gary comes to the door, and he's like, who was that? And here's the thing that's tripping me out. Like, she wasn't on speakerphone. I'm like, dude, she wasn't on speakerphone. She was on the phone, like, to her ear. But he was like, I heard voices in here and stuff, and I want to make sure nobody wasn't in here and all this kind of stuff. And he gave us a glimpse of, oh, Gary, like, who was that? And she was like, that's why you can't move up in here. That's why you can't have access, whatever. But he kind of jumped out of it and was like, okay, I got to go to the bathroom, take a shower, and then we're going to come back and do some things. So when he goes in the bathroom and take a shower, guess what? He calls Hayden. He's like, listen, I think Robin's on to us, and I think he has a way out. Hayden's like, listen, bro, I got some grown-up activity going on with this chick I met. You won't believe what's going on. I can't talk to you. I'll talk to you in the morning. And he was out. Hayden was... That girl got his nose wide open. Woo! She got his nose wide open, okay? Anyway, moving on from that. We got Hayden and Tamara. Like I told y'all, they were, together. And she was just feeding him everything he wanted to hear about how his body was so great and how he was everything she thought he would be. And I was like, okay, y'all. Hayden be making me... Whew, Hayden. All right, so then we have Fatima and Zach. They all dressed up. Zach said he's stopping by the lawyer's office for the paperwork. He had it drawn up yesterday, and he's going to drop off some paperwork to Karen. Fatima's going to work. Zach's like, you ain't going with me to Karen? She's like, nah, boo. You're a big boy. You can handle it. I trust you. And then she shows that she's wearing her ring. Y'all, she wearing her ring finally. And he's like, okay, I see you all that frost. It's chilly up in here. Preston catches Danny trying to sneak out. Time she going to work. She's like, I'm trying to go to work and whatever. I'm not sneaking out. Then she asked, do you have any guy friends? He was like, yeah. What do your guy friends say about all of this? Well, they said I should just go and be with Mindy and stop running after. I should go be with somebody who want me and stop running after somebody who don't. Andy goes in Robin's office. She gives him the number. That happens, so he can call the people, make the deal, do whatever he need to do so he can stay the boss, the man in charge. He's like, hopefully they don't break my legs. Hopefully they don't. Fatima goes to work with the rock on the hand, on the finger, and in her talk, and then, you know, Andy's saying a lot. So Fatima's like, well, how did Karen handle last night? Because Andy's like, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you and how you handle it. She's like, well, how did Karen handle the news that I am engaged? We are engaged. And Andy was like, I'm not going to talk about it. She's like, well, you can't ask me anything about my ring. Meanwhile, Tamara calls Fatima. And she's like, girl, I put it on him. Okay? Woo! She like talking about what she did to Hayden. And she's like, yeah, I'm going to have him eating out the palm of my hand. He going to do whatever I want him to do. And all this kind of stuff. And Fatima's like, is there anything else you need to tell me? She's like, yeah, you know he wears a sock in his pants. Y'all know he wears a sock in his pants so he can appear to be a little bit more endowed than he is. But then Fatima was like, you know what? I'm gonna need you to do something. I'm gonna need you to get him to drop this client, Heather. I need you to get him to drop Heather. She's like, give me a week and I got you, boo. I got you. Andy tells Fatima she don't really like what's going on, but she'd rather her do that than the, you know, other thing, you know. So that's that. And oh, I forgot that Tamara does tell Fatima that that Hayden told her that he and Gary's trying to take over the place, take over the business and all that. So Fatima didn't know, but Fatima looking at Andy like, oh, she know, because she could tell Andy ain't a good liar. So she kind of pick up that Andy already knew. All right, Brina and Calvin is together. Maurice calls. Maurice talks to Sabrina, and she's like, listen, I'm going to meet Andy. We're going to try to do something, figure something out, get you out of here. We're going to figure it out, okay? Trust. Just trust. And he's like, oh, please get me out. Yeah, because they trying to take my virginity. Y'all know Maurice's virginity been gone. Oh, I'm sorry. Brina tells Maurice that the prosecutor is lying. Of course, she didn't cut a deal. And then Maurice, I believe, believes her at this point. Calvin's like, let me go with you to Andy's. And she's like, no, you stay here. You know you can't go. She don't want him to go with her. And he doesn't. Okay. Danny's at work. Q's pushing all up on Danny, pushing up on her heart. He's like, what about them drinks? She's like, I can drink. Like, my stomach made of steel. It didn't bother me and none. He's like, well, good. Let's do it again. Let's go to your house. And he kept asking to go to her house, y'all. And it was really weird. Really, really weird. He was very persistent about going to her house. And she's like, tell me what's your deal? How did you end up with that thing on your ankle? How did you end up like that? And he lies and said, you know, I beat somebody up for messing with somebody I love. She said, oh, it was over a woman. He said, yeah, my mama. The lies you tell, Q. The lies you tell. Danny says she don't believe him. He don't have a social media. Like, what you trying to hide? He's like, oh, you've been researching. You've been looking me up. She has. She still haven't discovered who you really are, though. But she says, yeah, I did look you up and all this kind of stuff. And, of course, you know, Q's still persistent. Like, let me come to your house. I'm going to leave this right here so you can text me. This is my number, the address, so I can come to your house. I was hoping he gave the address to, you know, Calvin's and them. And, like, well, I live here. And then she would have put two and two together. But it didn't happen tonight. They're going to hold that off. I think they're going to have this linger on until we get to the end. Like they normally do. Okay. So anyway, Karen's in the shop working. His shop is full. Pam's walking around. Zach comes in. He all sharp. He comes in his suit. He's like, I want to talk to Karen. I got some paperwork to drop off. She's like, no, come on to the back with me. I was like, oh, Lord, no. Oh, Lord, don't go to the back. Please don't go to that room. Please don't go to that room. Please don't. You know, don't do it. But anyway, Zach going back with her. And Pam said, y'all better not be back there doing the do. Okay, that's what she said. But she said another word, which I won't say because we on YouTube and I do not want to get in trouble. But yeah. And so he was like, hey, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen. So they go to the back. And Karen starts talking. She's trying to sign an agreement. She's trying to sign an agreement, Zach. Zach like, no, you have to have your lawyers look over. She's like, no, I don't. And she's trying to sign it. He's still insisting that she has a lawyer look over it. And they're like, I'm not going to take it until you have your lawyer look over it. And then she hits us with this line. You know, Fatima's a cool chick. I say, you know what? this wench up to something, and it ain't, you know what? This ain't gonna, listen, it ain't gonna be good. It's not gonna be good. Whatever she up to, Zach, don't fall for it. But she's like, you know what, and Zach like, overnight you're okay now, everything's okay. She's like, writing the letters really helped me, and Aaron is a good man, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, I'm not buying it, boo. I'm not buying it. But she's very nice and calm and cooperative. I don't trust her. So they go back out. Zach's like, nothing happened. We didn't do anything back there. And Pam was like, if y'all was back there 5 minutes longer, I was coming in there. I was coming up in there. And so then as Zach gets ready to leave, the strangest thing happens. Karen's like, he's like, what? Karen put her arm out. Like, ain't you forgetting something? I'm like, what he forgetting? Because I was lost. What is he forgetting? And it was a hug. She wanted a hug. So he went and he hugged her. And guess what she did? She turned her little mouth and kissed him on the cheek. And I was like, what is happening? I felt it was a setup. I really felt it was a real setup. So somebody in that shop videoed the encounter, which I feel, again, was a setup. They sent it to Angela. And it was probably Fatima's ex, that little friend. If y'all watch Fatima, y'all will know the friend was trying to get with Zach because she previously slept with him. She was probably in that shop getting her hair done, and she videoed it. I don't know. But whoever, they sent the video to Angela. And I'm so tired of these friends interfering. Y'all need to get y'all some new friends, boo. But they sent the video to Angela. Angela was like, Fatima, are you really serious about this? You really think, are you and Zach good? Are y'all? And she's like, yeah, why? And so then it ends with Angela showing Fatima the photo, I guess, or video. I don't know. I think it was a photo of Zach and Andy. Ooh, Zach and Karen in their embrace in what looked like a kiss. That was it, y'all. That was it. All them people in that shop, they can vouch for the situation. So whoever did the video is a dummy, because all those people that was in the shop, including Pam tell everything, can vouch that nothing really happened, And all Fatima got to do is go talk to Pam if she believes something happened. But I'm gonna need her and Zach to get a little bit more stronger in their relationship. So we got to stop all this insecure, not trusting each other type of stuff, or don't be together, because it's getting tired. It's getting tiring. But anyways, and then I'm tired of Preston. I'm tired of Preston and Danny. Either y'all be together or don't be together. Like I said before, this back and forth stuff ain't working. Like, okay, Danny says she love you. Give her some space to figure out her feelings, because she did go through something traumatic. Preston is very, pressy. Preston is pressy. He's pressing on her all the time to make decisions that she probably not ready to make. So give her some time. But I really need Tyler to please let Danny know who Q is. We can't have her sleeping with Q, because that would just hurt all of our feelings. That would just be a turn off of the whole situation. So please don't do that. We got enough going on with Q. We don't need them two together. Okay. Anyways, y'all, that was this week's recap of Sistas. I hope you guys enjoy this recap. If you don't get to watch the show, at least you know what's going on in the world of Tyler Perry's Sisters. All right. Listen, go out and be great today. Whatever it is you do, whatever it is you want to do, whatever it is you dream of doing, I need you guys to go out, do it, and be great today. Continue to be unapologetically you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on those notifications. And thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. And please comment. And I love you. Talk to you guys again next week. Same time, same place.